What if Earth isn't unique? What if all the people, places, and things that define our existence aren't truly irreplaceable? What if they're simply replayed in an eternal cosmic loop, part of a grander design beyond our comprehension? If that sounds like a sci-fi trope, then you're not alone. But what if it's not? What if there's evidence buried in our history pointing towards endless repetitions of life on Earth? This is Unveiled, and today we're answering the extraordinary question. This isn't the first time Earth has existed. Are you ready? Let's dive in. 1. The theory of cyclical cosmology. So let's start with the mind-bending concept. Our universe may not exist in a straight line, but rather in a loop. It expands, collapses, and then re-expands, over and over again in an infinite cycle. It's known as the oscillating or cyclical model of the universe, and it is essentially a continuous loop of the Big Bang and the Big Crunch, two of the most significant moments in our understanding of the cosmos. In this model, each Big Bang gives rise to a new universe very much like our own, and every Big Crunch leads to a collapse. Then when the next Big Bang occurs, it's possible that a near-identical Earth comes into existence once more. In other words, we could be part of a never-ending cycle of cosmic renewal. But how does science support such a radical idea? And are there any hints from ancient cultures that they, too, believed in a cyclical existence? These are the questions we'll tackle next. 2. Ancient civilizations. The idea of a cyclical universe isn't solely the product of modern speculation. Ancient civilizations across the world also envisioned the universe as going through repetitive phases. Hindu cosmology, for instance, speaks of yugas, which are cosmic ages that repeat in a cycle. The Mayan calendar is also known for its cyclical patterns, suggesting that time itself is inherently repetitive. Even Plato's mythical tale of Atlantis hints at a previous Earth or advanced civilization that serves as a template for later societies. These ancient beliefs in cycles might be more than just myths or cultural motifs. They could be echoes of a deeper, more profound truth. But how do we reconcile these ancient beliefs with scientific hypotheses? And what are the latest theories regarding the cyclic nature of our universe? That's what we'll explore in our next segment. 3. Scientific hypotheses. Conformal cyclic cosmology, proposed by the renowned scientist Roger Penrose, offers a potential solution to the age-old question of the universe's beginning. Penrose suggests that the universe doesn't start with the Big Bang, but rather it continues infinitely, expanding and contracting in cycles. His theory posits that the Big Bang was actually the death of a previous universe, leaving behind a quantum fluctuation that initiated our current universe. This idea aligns with the cyclical model of the universe, suggesting that our Earth might have had numerous preceding versions throughout cosmic history. Furthermore, the multiverse and string theory offer intriguing possibilities. The multiverse, with its many parallel universes, could potentially harbor different versions of Earth. Each universe in this grand ensemble cast could have its unique Earth, some similar to ours, some vastly different. And within the framework of string theory, the cyclic nature of the universe emerges as a way to harmonize general relativity and quantum mechanics. In this context, each cycle could represent a new iteration of Earth, potentially with variations from its preceding form. Moreover, the holographic principle adds another layer to this intricate puzzle. This principle states that the information contained in a region of space can be entirely captured on its boundary. In essence, everything we observe in our universe could be a projection of data existing on the universe's edge. Now, imagine if the data from previous universes were somehow imprinted on the edge. It's conceivable that when a new universe, potentially with an Earth, comes into existence, it would carry within it echoes of its predecessors. All of this weaves a complex tapestry of theoretical possibilities, each hinting at the cyclical nature of the universe and the potential for multiple iterations of Earth. But how do these theories translate into observable phenomena? And are there any anomalies on Earth that hint at its previous existence? These are the questions we'll tackle next. 4. Strange Earth anomalies. There are several archaeological findings that seem out of place, defying easy categorization and conventional historical timelines. These range from oddly advanced artifacts to structures that appear to be far older than their documented history. For example, the discovery of ancient tools made from highly durable materials like stone and metal raises questions about the capabilities of past civilizations. Similarly, structures like Pumapunku in Bolivia, with its precisely cut and fitted stones, seem to demonstrate levels of engineering and technology far more advanced than what we typically associate with ancient cultures. These anomalies might suggest that our current understanding of history is incomplete, and that past civilizations were more advanced than we had traditionally credited them with being. Some even speculate that these anomalies could be remnants of previous Earth cycles, hinting at a continuous flow of civilizations throughout cosmic history. But how do we reconcile these historical oddities with the concept of a cyclical universe? And what does it mean for our understanding of human history? These are challenging questions that bridge the realms of archaeology, cosmology, and philosophy. Perhaps these anomalies are clues left behind from previous versions of Earth, whispering tales of a grander, more cyclical reality. But before we move on to our next point, what about our collective experiences? Could they, too, hold clues to the idea of multiple Earths? And if so, what are the strange patterns that emerge when we examine these phenomena closely? 5. The simulation twist ending. Here's a thought-provoking twist. What if all these cycles, all the Earths, all the histories, they're actually part of a grand simulation? We could be reliving the same Earth over and over again, stuck in a cosmic Groundhog Day. The simulation hypothesis suggests that our entire reality could be a sophisticated computer-generated program. In this scenario, the glitches we sometimes experience, those déjà vu moments or recurring dreams, could be signs that we're in a loop. Imagine if every time the simulation resets, it brings back the same Earth, the same starting conditions, allowing for an infinite number of repetitions. This idea adds a layer of complexity to the cyclical concept, suggesting that our existence might be inherently repetitive and possibly controlled by a higher intelligence or set of rules beyond our current understanding. And while it might sound like a sci-fi concept, it's actually rooted in some scientific thinking. Scientists like Nick Bostrom have argued that if simulations become advanced enough, it's likely that we're already living in one. So the question becomes, could we be simulating the entire universe and therefore experiencing Earth for the infinite time? Now, before we reveal our final thought, let's take a moment to consider the implications of these ideas. If we really are living in a simulation, if there are multiple Earths, or if this is the first Earth in a long line of repetitions, how does it change our perspective on life, death, and the universe itself? 6. Conclusion. Maybe this isn't the first Earth. Maybe it's just one version in a cycle of cosmic rebirth. Maybe you've lived this life before, made the same choices, loved the same people, or maybe you haven't. Maybe you're predestined to keep replaying this Earth again and again until the heat death of the universe. Or perhaps this is the first Earth, but it won't be the last. Would you live differently if you knew that? Do you see the world through the lens of a never-ending story where the script keeps resetting, where every action echoes through eternity? Or do you view your existence as a singular moment in the vast expanse of the cosmos? Your thoughts, your actions, your very being, all poised on the edge of a new beginning, a new Earth, a new chance. So here's the thought bomb. If you found yourself on a new Earth, a fresh start in a familiar setting, would you remember your past lives? Would you feel the pull of déjà vu, or would you wake up with no recollection, embracing the new with wide eyes and a clean slate? The idea of cyclical existence challenges our conventional understanding of life. It forces us to confront questions about identity, free will, and the nature of reality itself. Whether we're reliving the same Earth over and over or we're on the first go, it's clear that every moment is precious. Every choice matters. We are the authors of our existence, writing our stories in the grand book of life. And maybe that's the ultimate truth. No matter how many times the page is turned, it's our story and we get to decide how it ends. So thanks for watching. What did you think of this episode? And what are your thoughts on the concept of a cyclical universe? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Until next time, stay curious.